Right, so what we are doing today is something a little bit different. So I'm recording the stream, and first of all I'm streaming this on Twitch for the people who are going to be watching this on YouTube later. What I'm doing is I'm recording this to put it up on YouTube later. And what this is going to be is I'm going to be basically doing mini reviews, mini character spotlights on every character in the game. Starting with the characters that I've got highest, or actually I'll start with the characters I've got lowest, and then I'll move on to other characters from there. So I'm going to go into probably a quicker mission, actually. Yeah, I'll probably just do the priority harm challenge with everyone. So we're going to start off with whatever character I've got lowest. So our lowest character is Black Widow. Yeah, Black Widow. So we're going to start off by doing Black Widow. And, yeah, so this is basically just going to be, like, mini reviews on each character. And obviously I don't have every character fully maxed out. Or, like, I don't have any character fully maxed out. My highest character is Iron Man. But even he's not, like, 140 even. He's close, but he's not at that level yet. I'm just doing this literally because I need content, and it was an idea that I had yesterday playing Kate, and Kate did some massive numbers, but we'll get to her eventually. First off, Black Widow. The gameplay you're going to see isn't going to be like top tier gameplay. It's just going to be what they're at the moment, and you're going to get a baseline of what kind of stuff that they can do. But basically what you're going to see is like that Black Widow is primarily a ranged character, so it doesn't do much damage when you go into a physical attack. She can do big hits. She can do big hits. It's just, it takes a while. And weirdly, she's not the quickest character either. I think she would be, but she's not. And unlike every other character's projectile, Black Widows are limited. They have a reload, so take that as you will. It's not like a slow reload or anything. we'll show off her heroics in a bit, as soon as more enemies start popping up. But as you can see, she can do some stuff. She can put up some big hits. You can see that most of the enemies are being taken down by everyone else. Black Widow's main thing is just like taking pot shots from the back. She's not amazing at anything else, really. She's quite good at juggling enemies. I'll give her that. She's good at juggling enemies. And her support heroic makes everyone go invisible. So that is kinda useful. But also it doesn't blanketly turn everyone invisible. They're only invisible if they're near you. Her assault heroic is that that big ball of electricity that kind of shoots out of her arm. It's cool because it does damage over time. And then the ultimate heroic is this, which is actually really good. Because it ups her damage, it ups her range, it completely changes her combo. And I just happened to proc it as soon as every enemy is about to be defeated. Her shotgun is what does the most amount of damage, but also you're sacrificing the amount of times you can actually use it. which makes sense, but it sucks when dealing with bigger enemies, is what I learned quite quickly. Because she doesn't have much survivability, and she doesn't heal from any of her attacks, so on any mission where, like, you don't have, like, healing items drop, Black Widow doesn't really do much there. She'll die quite quickly. The caveat to that is that her numbers are quite high, so she does a lot of damage for not a lot of time. She won't survive for that long. As you can see there, she's taking very little in the way of punishment.
Don't blink. This may shock you. What a waste.
Witness my power!
Yeah, her numbers are quite high. She is hitting for a lot. Most of them being crits as well. Yeah, but that's basically where Black Widow does the best, when she's allowed to, like, just stand still and take shots. And that's very little of the actual game. Like, in here you're allowed to do that because it's the harm room, and they take it easy on you. But anywhere else, she just kind of falls flat, which is why I haven't put much into her. She isn't a great character. But yeah, that's basically Black Widow. She's not horrible, but she doesn't really do anything that any other character can do. That any other character does worse. Every other character does stuff better than she does. That's my kind of takeaway from her. She's not insanely good at anything. She's putting up high damage numbers, but every other character does high damage as well. She doesn't really put up much in the way of utility. Invisibility doesn't really work in the way you want it to work. Her like ball of electricity isn't big enough. Even like having it fully upgraded, it's not big enough to be like. So basically, this is what I have put into her at the moment. I've got her fully leveled. She's just not maxed out power level wise. I've fully gone into these. The Veil of Shadows is active for an extra 3 seconds and has more critical chance. And this is just increasing more critical attack. So I've basically got everything. Everything on her is basically just to do more damage. And even then she's not doing as much damage as any other character in the game. And that might be because of this number here not being as high as everyone else in the game. But also I have put everything into just making sure she does damage. And the damage is okay, it's just not absolutely amazing. But yeah, that's Black Widow. That's Black Widow in a nutshell. She does high damage, but she doesn't really have much in the way of utility. And if you want a character that's just blanket good and doesn't really do anything special, then Black Widow's kind of that level for me. If you want to invest in her, give her shock on everything. If you don't want to invest in her, this video's been useless. And yeah, that's basically it. The Black Widow is just marginally average in terms of what she can actually bring to the table. She's not amazing. She's not unplayable. No character in this game is blanket unplayable. Yet. There are no characters in this game that are just bad. Every character has their own use, and every character fits in somewhere. Which is the biggest thing I can give this game. The biggest gold star I can give this game is every character feels different and every character fits into a different slot, and no matter what character you decide to put stuff into, every character will have a use and every character will feel useful. It's just, for my playstyle, Black Widow isn't the most useful character for me. Doesn't mean she won't be the doesn't mean she won't be the best character for you. She's just not useful for the way I want to play the game.